Howdy everybody, welcome back to my channel Passion Theory, where I share with you some of my passions, this one being video gaming. And we're going to finish up this game. I'm not sure how many more episodes we will have. Let me just get the start time. Okay. So, let's load. Must be this one. It's been a while since we've played. Alright. Days pass with little progress since Keldrin captured the butterfly. Anxiety grips my heart. I need to calm down. I know we'll find a lead eventually. I hear a knock at the door, which startles me and pulls me from my worried thoughts. I agreed to meet Michael later, so it couldn't be him. Who is it? I call out and then open the door to see a postman dressed in a well-tailored uniform. I have a letter from Lord Von Galen for Miss Passion Theory? Yes, that's me. The postman smiles and hands me an envelope. Here you are, madam. Thank you. He bows before taking his leave as I clutch the letter to my chest giddily. My prayers were answered. Opening the letter, I am greeted by a short note penned in elegant script. To Fraulein and Michael. Keldrin, without a doubt. I'll keep this short. I've found another lead that may assist you in your investigation. The moment I read those words, my breath hitches. My prayers were answered. Keldrin is assisting us, and maybe we will be one step closer to completing our mission. I bring the letter closer to my face and continue reading out loud. There have been sightings of your favorite bug in a nearby bar. I'm sure you know which one. A bar? A certain memory flashes into my mind. One in particular where Ace brought me to a bar and I ended up drunk. That was certainly a time. But Keldrin is talking about the bar I went to with Ace, right? I wonder if Ace told him about the time we spent together. It doesn't matter. That bar is the location of a clue. I need to tell Michael about this. Without wasting another second, I rush to Michael's room earlier than planned so I can tell him about the letter from Keldrin. I knock shortly before letting myself in. You don't do that. If you knock, you wait for the person to say it's okay to come in. You know? It's warm in here. Ugh. We've been getting a heat wave. Hi.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Take a moment to glance around the room and take it in. Nothing has really changed since Michael took up his temporary residence here. It's because Michael has no personality. Our room started out basically the same, but mine has been filled with little trinkets and decorations. I've really enjoyed the chance to decorate the space and make it my own. Michael? Yes? How come you haven't decorated your room? I have not felt the need. Michael seems earnest about that, but at that moment seems to notice what I do. The place is devoid of anything personal, no different from when he first arrived here. Is it really so bad? He rubs the back of his neck. Something about my assessment must make him a little self-conscious. I suppose it's quite you, or what I'm used to from you. I have never known Michael to care much about possessions or his surroundings, his focus and fulfillment being derived from carrying out his heavenly duties. Picking things out is so fun though, and the little things humans sell make such cute decorations. I think fondly of the little trinkets and possessions I have acquired here, little pieces of art, flowers, and books all brighten my surroundings. I have not considered it. Since our stay here is only temporary, it does not make sense to me when we will leave these possessions behind. But it's nice in the meantime. I think it's good for the mind to be surrounded by things we like, things that make us happy. That is something I have both here and in heaven. Does he mean me? I can feel a blush rising on my face, and the idea of Michael thinking of me so fondly. I I guess you're right. I just think it would be nice. Even if you don't keep everything, you might discover new things about yourself. Is that so? Michael's tone changes. He seems open to what I'm saying. I think so. I keep finding new things to enjoy here, and then I get to be surrounded by the things that I like so much. I will keep that in mind. Maybe if we go shopping again, something may appeal to me. I hope so. Anyway, I have something to tell you. Michael blinks, startled by this new development. Today we are supposed to explore, looking for clues, but this will deviate from our plans. What is it? A letter from Keldrin. I offer the letter up to him, and he takes it and reads it, his eyes slowly scanning along the intricate handwriting. A bar? Yes, the place where humans drink. I think I know which one he's talking about. It should be open at 2 p.m. By how the sky looks, it should be around this time. Luckily, humans invented this. I excitedly raised my arm, pushing my sleeve up to my wrist to reveal the wristwatch beneath. A timepiece? A watch to take everywhere, so we don't need to guess by the sun. Very convenient. We can head off now and maybe do some sightseeing on the way. But we are headed to the bar Keldrin suggested to investigate. We cannot lose sight of that. Of course. I just enjoy spending time specifically with Michael, but I leave that part unspoken. I think it's nice to enjoy Earth while we can. Like you said, this isn't permanent. I'm torn on how I feel about that. Heaven is home, but I'm sad to think about leaving Earth and returning, where I won't get to spend so much time with Michael. Besides, aren't you quite curious about humans and their culture? I think it's obvious that I am more curious and excitable of the two of us, but I'd like to think Michael has some lingering curiosity too. It can be so hard to get him to think about anything other than work. I cannot deny that I'm curious, but we are on an investigation.
We must complete the mission.
Our job is to prevent any imbalance that may occur on Earth. We must complete the mission. I undoubtedly understand the importance of what we are doing. I also know how happy I've been opening my heart to the experience of Earth and the people here. I can only hope Michael feels somewhat the same way too. Okay, we should get to the bar. Hopefully, Keldrin's clue will prove useful. We walk to the bar side by side, talking about Michael's previous times on Earth along the way. Michael seemed to enjoy sharing his stories, and was recounting one about a burning bush when we arrived at the bar. Well, here we are. His smile fades completely and replaced by seriousness. It's open, so let us not waste more time by standing outside. Michael strides to the door and holds it open, waiting for me to go in first. I flash him a small smile in response. Once I enter the bar, Michael follows after me. We sit down and take turns looking through the beverages. What are you thinking of getting? I am honestly not certain of what I would like to order. And moreover, some of these names are quite curious. I lean in more toward him to snatch a glance at the drink he's pointing at. Ah! When I look down at the list of beverages, I see they are selling something special. Dances with wenches? What's the story behind that name, I wonder? I continue to look down the list of different types of drinks, feeling somewhat spoiled for choice. Michael chooses lemon-flavored water, while I settle for dances with wenches. We don't have to wait long before our drinks arrive, having been expertly made by a person behind the bar. Cheers! I lift my glass and clink it with Michael's, in a typical human tradition. At first, Michael does not seem to understand, but then he opts to imitate my action, catching on that this is a friendly action between people who drink together. Cheers. For a while, a comfortable silence settles between us as we sit back and enjoy our respective drinks, before continuing our chat about Michael's stories on Earth. I would not mind another glass. Oh, then let's have another glass, and then we can share again. Just as we were about to order another glass, I catch a certain flutter in my periphery. I could have sworn I saw a butterfly just now. I lean in towards Michael and whisper to him, "Did you see that?"
Yes, that was definitely the same butterfly Keldrin captured.
We have to chase after it. My voice gives away my urgency. I scan the room for the butterfly. I spot it among the patrons. No way, that butterfly is fluttering around Ace. Ace seems very calm, not minding the butterfly's presence, as he talks to a beautiful woman. In fact, he seems so calm that it's unsettling.
That conniver probably has something up his sleeve. What that is, though, is completely unknown to us.
The butterfly moves from Ace to the woman. Do you think she's involved?
No, I sense nothing out of the ordinary from her, but I cannot make out that conniver's aura.
You think?
This matter does not need to be discussed. We should pay and leave now.
What? But...
There is a time and place, but it is simply not now or here.
He makes a good point. As good as this opportunity is, we would draw too much attention if we took action, and that frustrates me. The fact that we're so close yet so far from the answer. We say nothing more as we quietly pay our bill and head out. I wonder if there is a possibility that it was just a coincidence. After all, if the wishes represent human desire, Ace could be responsible for generating a lot of it. She's all like, but Ace be highly desirable though. He generates like a good 60% of all the desires in this general vicinity, if I use myself as an example. I mean, couldn't Keldrin and her, because they're both angels and pretty and desirable, like generating them too? Part of me hesitates to jump to the conclusion Ace is a bad actor when he's been so accommodating with me. But what we just witnessed undoubtedly casts some suspicion on him. Michael? It takes me a few moments to realize that Michael is addressing me. Yeah.
I have called you 5 times. What seems to be the matter?
Michael's words may seem harsh, but I know well that worry underlies it. It didn't seem harsh. He was just like, I've been talking to you and you're not responding. That's pretty normal to say. Like, are you okay? He didn't seem like he was being harsh. As I was saying in the bar, I think Ace might be involved.
I concur.
That seems like a natural conclusion,
but it requires further investigation to confirm his precise role. We cannot confront him at present.
You're right. Makes me sad to think that I once enjoyed Ace's company, but have now come to be suspicious of him. I'm not sure what to do if I encounter him again.
Remain vigilant. I have no doubt you can handle yourself.
Michael's faith in me means a lot.
But now that I am on Earth, I cannot imagine I will be far from your side. We can remain cautious around the man together.
Okay, good. Hopefully we can learn more information about how he is involved.
I am sure we will.
We stop in our tracks as we have reached the end of the street, and I realize we have no particular destination in mind. Should we head back now?
There is still some time left in the day. Perhaps we could do the sightseeing that you mentioned.
Now that we have investigated the lead and furthered our investigation, Michael seems more open to indulging my curiosities. I lead the way, taking us through some of the streets I have yet to explore. As the sun begins to set, we wander off the street and into the park at the heart of town. There isn't much activity around as the day is coming to a close. Groups of children are rounded up by their parents and taken back home. It's not long before we're some of the only people in the park, save for a couple laid out on a picnic blanket staring at the skies. Michael stops in his tracks, looking upon the lounging couple before tracking their sight to the sky and the stars laid above. I wonder what he's thinking. You miss heaven? Are you thinking about heaven? Is that why he looks to the sky?
Somewhat.
Do you miss it? I have been wrapped up in my Earth adventures and have not thought much about returning.
I think I miss some of my more regular duties.
My heart sinks a little upon hearing that, as Michael seems eager to return to his usual way of being.
But I am thankful for the opportunity to carry out Heaven's mission here. More importantly, I'm thankful for the time we get to spend together.
Michael turns to face me, expression sincere and thoughtful. I am too.
It is nice to have something alongside work that I find so fulfilling.
Michael briefly turns his attention back to the stars. We continue our walk around the green of the park. I think I'm going to really miss Earth when we return. I think the life that I have here, even though, of course, I miss heaven too.
Is that so?
Continued time with Michael is a big part of the reason Earth has been so enjoyable. We never get much time to spend just the two of us without completing some task alongside it.
I suppose that's true.
Michael rests his hand on my upper arm, once more drawing my attention to him.
We must make the most of it while we have it.
We do. I'm so happy Michael feels that our time here is precious. Though maybe we can make more time for moments like this when we return. I'd really like that. I wonder what else may be different between us when we go back to heaven.
I am sure we can find time to enjoy each other's company. It seems we have both learned new things due to our trip here.
I beam at him, my heart feeling light. Yes, heaven needs TV. I joke, turning the conversation lighthearted.
I am not so convinced.
He says, but he laughs at my words anyway. We follow the trail that leads us back out of the park and head in the direction of our apartments. On our way back, I see a flutter again. It's a butterfly. The butterfly's red wings flutter slowly and hypnotizingly. I try to back away from it, but my feet refuse to move. What's happening? I'm completely paralyzed. I can only stare in horror as the butterfly flits towards me.
I like how he said Ariel, but this is passion theory on here.
I feel numbing pain throughout my body and coldness at my back. What's happening? Am I lying on the floor? I push myself up and forcefully open my eyes. Where is this? And we'll find out next time. Make sure to leave room for your own passions. And see you guys next time. We're going to leave here. It seems like a nice little cliffhanger. I'm not forget to save. Bye.